Well, problems in Houston, as always. I hear an emergency siren. I don't know if he's coming behind or in front. Behind. They're towing it away, so it's done now. Can't see the second vehicle. Where's the second vehicle? Oh, the other one's on its side. That's why I can't see it. Oh man, that's up in the air. Let's check that out. That's a good one. They got T-boned and spun. Drive. Guys, just blocking traffic, staring at it. Get out of the way. You're not involved in the stupid thing. Get out of it. All right, everybody. Well, welcome to Tuesday, 2 days before Thanksgiving. Headed out for a work commute, and the city crew came out here and replaced all my sod for the grass that they tore up doing the pipe replacement. They just showed up this morning and started making noise out here and tearing up my yard again. That was all right. Thought I was going to have to replace all that sod, but I wasn't going to do it through the wintertime, and it looked really bad, you know. Dirt, mud, whatever. Wasn't going to do it until spring because the grass is just going to die out anyway. So cool. It's chilly. I didn't do my little weather snippet screenshot that I usually do. It's about 11:30 right now in the morning, 11:45, something like that. Temperatures, I want to say 50, 51. Yeah, very wet. It's been raining all morning. It just stopped raining about maybe 45 minutes ago. So I'm going to head in the long way to the Galleria. I've got a customer site that I need to go to, and I'm trying to figure out my best route. I think I'm going to do the park, going toward the Galleria area. Got a server upgrade that I need to do for a customer there, and I don't think it's going to take all day. Probably take 3 or 4 hours. So I'll be getting home close to dark because it gets dark so early now. And man, it's 5:30 and it's black outside. What the heck? I hate daylight savings time. I always have. Of course, you know, you're going to get less and less daylight as the season wears on, no matter whether you're in daylight savings time or not. But that whole time change thing in November is just annoying. My wife hates the cold. She cannot deal with this cold, wet weather. So I affectionately call her my little reptile. She just can't move when it's cold. She's got to be warm. So crank up the heater in the house, and you know, downstairs I'll keep it 74, 75 during the day just so she can be mobile. If it's any lower than that, she just she stays in bed covered up, can't function. I always tease her, you know, well, just be glad I didn't move us up to New York right after we got married. She's like, no, I would have divorced you. She does not like the cold weather. Which is weird. When I met her in Madrid, Spain, back in '99, I thought that was, you know, normal for her, but quickly came to realize that she's from Brazil, and the northern part of Brazil where it's friggin' hot. So all of her people, her lineage, are hot climate people. All of my people are cold climate people. So I guess my kids got a good mix right down the middle. The weather has just been absolutely miserable the last week plus. Ooh, he must have run a red. Yeah, that was red. He almost got airborne over that ripple right there. The weather has just been crap here in Texas, especially Houston area lately. My sister said that it has already hit freezing 2 or 3 times up there in Dallas this season, so I guess it's just cold everywhere. Early winter this year. We've been just cold and wet, you know, kind of blah. London, basically. So I haven't been working outside on the motorcycle projects, and the other stuff that I was hoping to do this week. You know, it's kind of a slow week for Thanksgiving, but I'm not going to be out in it suffering if I don't have to be. I want to get the C3 put back together, hopefully, if the weather will cooperate. Unfortunately, we're going to be right back into the rain and the crap tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. It's like all week long it's going to be rainy and cold, so not ideal for outdoor activities. I haven't even unboxed the new tank for the C3 yet. It's still sitting in the Yamaha factory box. So I'll do an unboxing of that, and I got the new inner leg shield portion because mine was just old. It's a little bit scratched up, and it's got an old sticker on it that I just cannot get off, you know, one of those safety warning stickers. It's sun-dried and baked on there, and I've tried, you know, removing it gently with a credit card and Goo Gone and all kinds of emulsifiers, and nah, it's not coming off. It would take me like a week of slow scraping and hacking at it, and it's just not worth it. The new inner leg shield piece was only 20 bucks or something, $22 or whatever. So I've got that and the new tank. I'll unbox those and start putting that thing back together. Try to get it back on the road maybe this weekend or early next week if the weather is good. Finish out that video series. I've been working down my video queue a little bit. I released the, what was it, the first day, well, first 2 or 3 days, 0, 1, and 2, I guess, of the fall ride with Neil on my CB500X, the moto camping trip. Then a Cub commute video where I was talking about releasing some of this stuff out of sequence. And then following that theme, I did day 4 of the Birch trip. Yeah, trying to make sure I got my vents closed. It's windy and noisy. The day 3 of the Birch trip with the group ride has just been giving me fits. I'm having a real problem with the video editing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. So I didn't want to hold up that project any further, so I just skipped and moved on to day 4, where I'm leaving Maryland and riding the Shenandoah Parkway or Shenandoah Skyway down into the Blue Ridge, and a little bit of stealth camping and some other stuff. So I finished editing that yesterday, put it in the encoder. The encoder puked on me twice. It's dropping audio. I have no idea. I've rebuilt my machine totally. I've whacked it, nuked it, just burned it to the ground, started from scratch, reloaded all the drivers, reloaded all the latest versions of the programs, re-encoded. Damn thing still did it again. It's still dropping audio. So it has to be a bug in Adobe that's causing the audio dropouts, and I don't know where. I don't know why. It's in their encoder that's doing it. So anyway. Re-encoded that silly thing 3 times, finally got it done overnight. Have to use software encoding, which is the slowest method because it's the hardware encoding that keeps goofing up. The NVIDIA accelerated encoding is something in there is causing the audio to puke out. So anyway, long story short, I re-encoded it 3 times, got it done finally, started uploading it this morning, and it should be ready just about now. It takes Google a while to process the high-def versions of the video, so it finished uploading around 10 a.m. and it takes them a couple of hours to chew on it. So when I get to my client site here in a little bit, I will check on it and see if the HD version of it is ready. If so, I'll hit the make it public button. The Shenandoah Parkway is just beautiful out there. Oh, it's amazing. I'd never ridden that stretch of road before, and it's definitely on my list of do it again roads. I hadn't gone that far north on the Blue Ridge to where it turns into the Shenandoah Parkway. I'd always gotten off the Blue Ridge, I don't know, maybe 40 or 50 miles before that. So anyway, Good ride, really good ride. And the timing on that trip was just perfect because the trees were just starting to change colors everywhere. So there are all these really bright yellows and reds and oranges. Just it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Temperatures were pretty cold, you know, down in the 40s, but you know, it's tolerable. So I'll try to keep hammering at the editing queue a little bit more today, tomorrow. I won't be doing any of that on Thanksgiving, Thursday. Probably resume Friday, Saturday, something like that. I need to spend some time with my sister while she's here. And try to get some more of those videos out in the next few days. I'll stagger the releases. The next one I'll put out is probably going to be days 3 through 5 of the fall trip with Neil on the CB500X. Show some of our sub-freezing temperatures camping. You know, we got pretty cold. And then after that one, I'll get into day 5, I guess, 5, 6 of the Life of Birch trip. I think that'll wrap that one up. I think the last 2 days of it can end up in one video. A lot of good scenery, but the scenery all drops off, goes to crap as soon as you get into flatland, you know. Coming through Louisiana on into Texas, it's just flat and boring. Oh, buddy, it's cold. 50 degrees and moist. Sucking the heat right out of me. Woo, ran a red and rather fast. Boy, both those cars did, the bus and that car. Welcome to Houston. And he ran that corner fast too. He's about to corner that bus on its door handles. I normally try to avoid Westheimer at all costs, but my route really needs to take me this direction today. It's the straightest route to get where I need to be. The client side is like right off of Westheimer anyway, but way inside of the 610 loop, so I'll just slow track it all the way in. Like 9,000 stoplights. Every quarter block, basically, there's a stoplight. Well, problems in Houston, as always. I hear an emergency siren. I don't know if he's coming behind or in front. Behind. Uh-oh. Well, gotta get out of this somehow. Squeeze in right here. Unless he wants to pull us over. Pull us, block us off, whatever. Yeah, okay. Front, back, side. Where are we going? Yep, blocking the whole road off again. Alright. Okay. They're towing it away, so it's done now. Can't see the second vehicle. Where's the second vehicle? First one's all chained up. Got the hood all tinted up in front. Oh, the other one's on its side. That's why I can't see it. Oh, man, that's up in the air. Now I see it. I was looking at it long ways. Check that out. That's a good one. They got T-boned and spun. Drive. Guys, just blocking traffic, staring at it. Get out of the way. You're not involved in the stupid thing. Get out of it. Literally just parked staring at the carnage. Move it. Oh, Houston. Man. So busy, so packed, so dangerous, so aggressive. Traffic just sucks here, man. I really would like to move out into the boonies somewhere. The only thing that's ever kept me here in Houston so long is the I'm trying to figure out what I was just looking at. That van that went by had a ladder sticking through the windshield, it looked like. That was just bizarre. I could not figure that one out. It didn't look like it was off the left. How could it be off the left side of the truck? Because the left side of the truck would be the driver's door. I don't get that. Maybe that showed up on the camera. I have no clue. Anyway, The only thing that's kept me here in Houston all these years has been my job, work. If I could find a way to get out of this and still maintain a work footprint, remote, whatever, I would do it in a heartbeat. I just can't stand this cityscape anymore. It's too busy, too adversarial, too aggressive. You got 4 people running a red light here. I mean, come on. It just... too much. I grew up in a rural area, and man, that's where I want to get back to. And here we are at the shooting gallery, or excuse me, the Galleria. And nothing going on good at this place anymore. I haven't been here in years. In fact, the last handful of times I've come here were only to go to the Cheesecake Factory, which is right there. And then across the street over here is another one similar to the Cheesecake Factory. I forget the name of it. That's the only reason I've come here at all. I don't like this place. Not even a little. It's too busy. Too much crowd, too much going on. Everything's adversarial. Just finding a parking place in there can get you shot. It's insane. Car thefts and break-ins and all kinds of stuff. It's just rampant in this area now. Houston has really gone downhill in the last 10 years. It's been going downhill for a long time, but definitely the last 10 years have been a serious decline. Just kind of bad mojo in this area, it feels like. For me, it's one of those transit areas. I don't want to be here. I'm just getting through it to get to somewhere else. And if I can avoid it, I do. I go a different route every time. It's taken me, so far this trip is over an hour and 20 minutes just to go, 16 miles, 17 miles, whatever it is. It's insane. Too much traffic. What are you doing, people? Is anybody going? No, this guy's parked. I'm going around him. This was another of my favorite restaurants to go to for a very long time. Just walk over here because I was, not even a mile down the road that way. Grotto right here. Really, really good little Italian restaurant. But the environment in this area has gone downhill real bad as far as crime. There was a multiple shooting, murder there at that restaurant just a year or so ago, and been a lot of other bad things going on in this general area, so just avoid it. I barely recognize it though. I mean, all these new retail / residential areas that are in here, all this loft type stuff. This wasn't here just a handful of years ago. So that means the property is still valuable and being developed. I'm sure only because it's close to the Galleria Mall, but I don't know why anybody would want to live over here in this area anymore. Traffic and crime are both out of control. Kind of two of the biggest things that you try to avoid when you're finding a nice place to live. And this is how the traffic is always through here. It's every quarter block. Wake up. People on their phones, not paying attention. You got to stop every half a block for a light, and then they decide to get into a new Facebook story. Bumpity bump bump, bump bump. Ooh, I'm going. I ain't waiting. Come over here and eat sometimes. Sweet Paris, that's a good little restaurant. Just don't like the traffic getting into this area. Bump. Never remember which street it is. Might have been that one. I think it was. Oh well. I'll figure it out. Is this it? 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 No, that ain't it. That ain't it. It must be on that side. Oh, is this it? This is it. Yeah, I picked the right street. This is the side entrance. Bleach. That's weird. Smells like bleach right there. Okay, well, I have pretty much arrived. Cheat and go in the tenant parking here and flip my face shield up so I can see what I'm doing. It's one advantage of riding a little bike, especially a mini-moto. You just kind of cheat, go where you want. I don't want to take up a whole spot if I can avoid it. I would rather be semi-polite. I think right over here is good. It's not a parking spot for anything else, and it's not covering a handicapped, so this is my spot. Okay then. Well, I will catch you all hopefully for the return trip as I head out. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna sneak it in here. Try not to bang anything up, and parked. All right, everybody, welcome back to my Tuesday evening in progress now. This call took a lot longer than I anticipated, but that's okay. We got it done. It's about 6 o'clock now. It's dark, or getting dark. It's pretty much dark. It's getting colder. I don't know what our low is going to be tonight, but now I get to deal with holiday rush hour traffic. 6 o'clock traffic, Galleria area. In the cold, in the dark. Oh goody. And I don't have a lot of battery left in this thing. I think it's got 50% left or something, so I won't record much of my commute home, probably. Don't want to go out that way. Yeah, I'll go this way and just circle around. I'm not going to take the same route that I did coming here. I don't want to go down Westheimer at this time of night, so I'm not sure which road I'm going to take. Could just take the I-10 access road. I might do that. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just cut across Richmond here and get over there to the 610 access road. I guess I could just flip a UE here. Why don't I just do that? Stay away from 610. That would be in my best interests. Rethink it. Rethink it. AT&T sign is flipping out up there. Flashy, flashy. Ooh, it's chilly out here already. It's about 52 and the temperature is dropping. It's cold. The air is very moist tonight. Extra humidity is just sapping the heat right out of me. Plenty of accidents on the way home that I did not record. I just left the camera off because I was navigating the gauntlet of imbeciles. Can't figure out where they are until they magically arrive. Change lanes across 4 lanes of traffic. Oh yeah, that's my turn. There's 6 more accidents on my way home. Stacked up on the highway and people doing dumb stuff. One guy backing up because he missed a turn on the highway. Yeah, that's smart. Let's just back up in the right of way instead of going down a mile and looping around. Why would I want to be logical? It's the silly season. Holidays are here. Traffic's just going to get worse over the next several days. Something smells good back there. Somebody's cooking. It smells like grilling. I don't know what it was. I'm hungry. Oh, I think first order of business is to get some hot coffee. Oh, I'm frozen pretty good. I think if I had overpants on, it wouldn't be so bad. It's my legs that are really taking the heat out. My core is okay. My hands are cold and my legs are cold. School bus pulling across the middle of the road and stopped here in the middle of the road. No, it's an emergency vehicle of some flavor. What is that? A trash truck. Trash truck parking across the road. Okay. And another one. Whoa, they're coming out tonight, aren't they? Seems like it's the early twilight that messes everybody's brains up. They just lose their ability to think in the low light. Can't drive, can't judge speed to distance, figure out what they're doing. The same thing happens when it rains down here in Houston, which is really silly because we do live in the Gulf Coast. You think people would be used to rain, but we'll have, several weeks of dry weather, and then we'll have a little rain shower, and everyone just loses their minds. They totally forgot how to drive in the rain. Pile up accidents left and right. We'll get it. All right. Well, home again. Everybody's starting to put up their Christmas lights already. Haven't hit Thanksgiving yet, but people are putting them up. These people put theirs out way early, like 2 weeks ago. Oh, I'm tired. I'm cold and hungry. I must eat. I must get hot coffee in my bones. All right, well, thanks for tagging along, everybody, as usual. It's another boring work commute, but hey, man, if I can do it on a bike, it makes it worthwhile. So I am home. I'm going to go inside and warm up and get some hot liquid in me soon, quick, like right now. And still have 1 dot of fuel on the gauge. It's going to need filled up tomorrow, I'm sure, but I'm not sure if I'm going anywhere tomorrow or not. Welcome to my RV in the driveway here for my sister. This is her mobile apartment. All right, I'll catch y'all later.